guys, what's up? This is Krazak here, and welcome back to the 5th episode of Final Fantasy 1. Wow, 5 episodes already, and we've got a lot ahead of us today. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's in store. So today is basically going to be a big day. We're going to go down to the Earth Cavern here, and we're going to try and take on the Lich, which is the first major boss in the game. Now there will be a couple things over in the other area, but our main point of focus is this Earth Cavern here. So this marks, again, the first major boss in the game. This is a big thing. This is a huge accomplishment as far as the series is going, because it means we're actually making progress. We're actually getting somewhere, and we're actually getting to the point which we're starting to take on the main in-game bosses. And this, if you guys didn't already know, this is one of 4 major bosses, with the exception of the final boss. There's one boss per element, and then there's the one 5th and final boss. But you have to fight these bosses, and then you have to fight them again. It's kind of confusing, but it'll make sense as the story progresses. Anyways, guys, this is a pretty big episode for us. This is our 5th episode of Final Fantasy 1, which is pretty big all in itself. But this is also the one where it's like, okay, this is the first, like, major milestone that we're making in this thing. And I mean, like, I know I've kind of said that before with, like, the crown, with, like, the Mystic Key. The Mystic Key, I believe, is one of the most important items. But this point here is where we really begin to see our work pay off. We really begin to see how even being properly prepared, even being all set, it's sometimes not quite enough. I'm not sure how it'll exactly go, but we'll have to see. And I mean, there are going to be some points here in which I think it's going to get just a little bit stressful. It might come down to the wire, so I'm kind of nervous about that, but we should be okay. So you start off in the Giant's Cave. This is basically just to say, hey, you see that giant there? Yeah, he's not going to move. He's not going to budge. We're in the wrong spot, is why. I just wanted to show you that to say, hey, this is our goal. We have to get an item to get through there. And we kind of have to juggle around a couple of key items during the way. But I just wanted to show you this one first because that is, of course, the easier one to spot. No, what we have to do is we have to go down the peninsula. We have to go down to that triangle-looking thing. To what looks like, I guess you could say, a demon tail, a dragon tail. I'm not entirely sure what you'd call it. Either way, a lot of people don't really like it for obvious reasons. But I mean, you'll see why. You'll see why. But first, we gotta get there. I might just jump ahead, but you guys can see it's coming up here, and I'll jump forward to where we actually get there. See you then! Alright, so welcome to the Cavern of Earth. Now, the first thing that I'm really going to do is I'm going to go over to the left side here, and not because there's anything there, but actually because I need to do a little bit of preparing beforehand. And this is actually going to be like, okay, I'm going to get a couple extra levels because I can. A little bit of extra levels, a little bit of extra money. But over in this portion here, not yet. Not quite yet. Because you see, you have all these gargoyles, but this isn't what we're looking for. We're not looking for the gargoyles, we're looking for the hill gigas and stuff like that, which are just a constant stream of enemies for every tile that you step on over in this next portion here. Which, once we get past here, I'll be able to show you guys. And I mean, they're usually pretty simple battles, but they get you a lot of good EXP and a lot of good money. There. Yes, it starts here, and it continues on. I'll do a couple fights here just to demonstrate, but you guys are able to get it. And I mean, I do a little bit of grinding here, like pretty much every single playthrough that I do. So it's something that I'd probably recommend as well. And I mean, from here, it's not that hard to get out. Like, you can always go back to town. But from this point on, I don't think I actually go back to town after this. I'm probably just going to go all for one straight shot, which will be fairly easy. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, you see, we get a lot of money for it. We get a lot of experience for it. So this will be good. One more time. I'll see you guys again once this is done. Alright, that out of the way, it's time to finally get going. Now, this is actually something interesting. I took a little bit of a break between recordings here. And I mean, like, this dungeon is a bit of a maze, as well as I was feeling a little tired. I think that if I'd kept going and just not taken that break, I probably wouldn't have been able to just finish this in one sitting for you guys. So I was able to cut it into two. Which is actually interesting mentioning that it's something I've never actually really done before as far as, like, recording for this video is gone, except for maybe the voiceovers. But it's all pretty much just, hey, I'm gonna take a break, because if I don't, then it's gonna be bad. So yeah, and I kinda need to function on at least most cylinders in order to get through this thing, because it's a big old labyrinth, and I mean, you'll see it. You can't see it yet, because they're basically just your 4 ways to go, but yeah. Now there is a little bit of loot here, which we will want to pick up after we can defeat these anacondas. But yeah, basically, the loot on the first floor is gonna help you pretty nicely throughout at least this dungeon. Oh boy. Don't freeze up. There we go. Sorry about that. It does that every once in a while, but it's not too big of a deal, I don't think. Unless it keeps happening. It's kind of weird. Ugh. Great. And see, the game's still running and everything like that, it's just every once in a while it freezes up. I think I might have to update my emulator software for you guys as well. But other than that, I don't think it's that much of a problem. I mean, it's able to still run, it's able to still do everything like that, it's just every once in a while I get that graphical glitch. So I apologize for you guys. Alright. Another bit of loot on the first floor, you get a bit of money there, and you also get enemies. I'm not sure if this is one of the required titles or not, because it's Anacondas, I'm not entirely sure. Usually in here it's the Earth Elemental, but this doesn't seem to be that much of a problem. Yeah. I'll just go ahead, kill him quickly, after I stop taking damage here. There we go. Our monk is doing a lot of damage. I mean, I'm really happy about this, but it's gonna, like, get explosively powerful really quickly here. And I mean, you'll begin to see why. Alright, antidote. Ooh, that's actually pretty good, because I mean, I have poison now, but I'm gonna be using a lot of mana in this, so I'm not entirely sure. I'll probably be needing those antidotes sometime, somehow, just to kind of save on some mana. Alright. I think that's all the loot, so let's go ahead and move on to actually crawling through this thing. Okay, welcome back. As you can see, this starts to get really confusing here, and this is why I said let's go ahead and cut forward to this part, just because it does take a while. Now, there was one more chest, and I managed to get that. Like, it wasn't really much, so you guys didn't miss much of anything, is what I was meaning to say. Yeah, I also used a cottage outside just so it's like, okay, we're gonna restore, we're gonna be able to just one-shot this thing and not have to worry about our team, like, slowly dying out because I'm running out of abilities. Which, I mean, I'm relatively, like, I'm relatively well prepared for this, but at the same time, just, it's something that you don't want to happen in any dungeon. I mean, you're gonna want to start getting some of these items, like, you're gonna want to start getting ethers by this point in the game. If you're running the red mage, or the black mage, or the white mage, black mage usually doesn't have as much of a problem, because the black mage has a very high mana pool. But the white mage and the red mage, not so much. So if you're running the white mage as the medic, you're probably gonna need a lot of ether, just because the white mage is pretty mana reliant, and at the same time, you're gonna just eat through those cures and through those heals through those status restores, stuff like that, and it gets pretty nasty. But yeah, either way, let's get through these. I think this first part is only going to go down to the 3rd floor, but at the same time, just these enemies are really annoying. I'm actually doing the footage of me actually fighting them because it's like, okay, this thing is confusing, and I mean, if you guys haven't played through this game before, it really helps to know where you're going. And I mean, really just, yeah, there you see. I only have the one antidote, though, unfortunately. So that antidote really does count. Let's see. Move bat. Move bat. Thank you. And there are more bats. But the good news is there's treasure in here. So let's go ahead, take on these ogres. It's not that hard. And I mean, I'm not afraid to use Fira on the Black Mage. Just because, one, that's the most common, like, magic to use, really. Just Fira is my favorite. It's probably most effective during this part in the game. I'm really not that afraid of using it, of just throwing it around. Because it's actually really strong. And I mean, at this point in time, it's like, it's kind of mediocre, but it's getting there, it's getting up there. And I mean, I don't have enough to sustainably keep using Firaga yet. So let's see. I have the longsword, but the coral sword is actually for water creatures, so that's going to be really helpful coming up. Maybe in this next one? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure whether it's the water dungeon next or the fire dungeon next. I know that air is last, but earth is first, and I'm not sure which are the middle two. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. Because even though I know this game fairly well, it doesn't mean I know it like in the back of my hand. Just saying. And I mean, it's kind of weird to say that. It's like, okay, this thing's a big old maze. I'll kind of show you how to get through it. And it's like, I come on to say, it's like, yeah, in all honesty, I'm pretty much just a noob like you. No, in all reality, though, you'll figure it out. This game is about that. There we go. There we go. We're on the 3rd floor, and it's basically just a big old circle around the outside of it, and then you'll get to where you can fight, where you can get to go down and fight the vampire. Alright. Yeah, these things are annoying. That's why I usually just fear them, get them out of the way. But yeah. This is probably why I recommend the Black Mage, just for larger crowds like these. You just get spells like Fira where it just obliterates the enemies. Just boom, every one of them just gone like that. And yeah, let's go ahead, get a Kira? Yeah, go. And a Poisoner. I don't think I use Kira just yet. I mean, I'm going to, but I don't need to quite yet. Alright. Come on, dwarves. Wargs. I called them dwarves like they're dwarves, but without the D. I don't know. They're wargs and werewolves. I don't know why they have to retexture them like that. And I mean, we've already seen 3 textures of these guys. This is pretty annoying. Yeah. Let's keep going around here. If you see any loot on the way, you should pick it up. Okay. Piston demons. Not too bad. I think they actually do get kind of worse though. I'm not sure why. Like during this part of the game though, they really aren't that annoying. You can beat them fairly easily. But I think after you beat the vampire, it kind of changes something in the game. I'm not entirely sure though. But yeah, there we go. Getting some levels on us. Alright. There we go. Oh, there's the earth elemental. Yeah. But after like the first time, after you've kind of grinded a couple levels, after you've kind of gone through the dungeon, these things really aren't that hard anymore. As you see, I can just take them out one cycle. And there we go. Level 26 each. Here's right here. Yeah. Ooh, that's actually a really nice chunk of money right there. Come on. Pisco Demons, get out of here. You're just annoying, you're just in the way. We don't need you, so go. These again? Alright, alright. I get it. I get what you're doing to me. I see this now. You don't want me to get to the vampire. You want them all to yourselves, don't you? Well, too bad. I'm going to kill you guys and the vampire. Take that. Oh, heal. You're gonna heal 3 health. It's not gonna do anything for you, I hope you know. Oh, but you poisoned me. Poisoned me twice. Get out of here. Just get out of here. Okay. 8 hits. Yeah, if you notice, we've hit 8 hits with the monk. I mean, wow. This is where you can begin to see. It's like, this is why you don't need a weapon. Because the monk is even stronger than the warrior at this point in time. We're doing more damage per hit than really anything else. So 4 hits, it does 74. That's not that bad. 8 hits, we're doing 193. And keep in mind, we have haste, we have temper. I may have showed you guys this combo already, but we're going to start doubling our hits again. And I mean, it gets pretty much exponential at that point. You get another Earth Elemental, but the way that it works is if you haste on one of your allies, then basically you'll double their attacks. So the knight that has 4 hits will get 8 hits. The monk that has 8 hits will get 16 hits, which basically means his damage output is doubled. Plus you get temper. Yeah. Here, you'll see this combination here. Even though the vampire is just more of a mini-boss, you cannot alter destiny. Mortals cannot kill the undying. Right, okay. Yeah. You'll see this. Even though it is a mini-boss here, I'm going to still demonstrate anyway. Use Protect, and then I use Haste. Gaze. Okay, I'm glad that missed. Because I get to kind of demonstrate my battle strategy. Pretty much the battle strategy that most of you guys will probably want to follow for at least your first playthrough. Yeah, take care of that. I don't think we even really need much anything else, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Protect on there. And Temper on the monk. Oh, we don't even need it. Just a mini boss. Not even that hard. Oh well. Alright, Star Ruby, we got it. The thing about this is the giant actually likes to eat the Star Ruby. So the only reason that we got this item is for the giant to eat it. But let's go take a look. We're not quite done with this dungeon yet, but we'll get there. So come on. Yeah, if you notice, the Pisco Demons, I think, are doing more damage now, as well as resisting a lot more, which is particularly annoying. I don't know if it is related to the actual, like, beating the vampire or not. Yeah, I think you can see this is definitely harder than I thought it would have been. Yeah. Goes to Black Mage, actually. Which I mean is not that uncommon, but at the same time, you don't want to lose it. I mean, life as a magic spell costs a lot. It costs 20 MP. And I mean, for where we are now, doing life plus Kiraga, it's just ridiculous how much it costs as of right now. But we will get to that point at which we can eventually get, like, I think the Black Mage is the first to get 999 MP. And then next up is the White Mage. But yeah, if you notice, we can't go past the Stone Slab. So you have to exit for now. Go to where the Star Ruby is. And I'll just jump ahead once again, because you guys have already seen 1, how to get here, 2, where the Giant's Cave is, 3, how to get to the Giant in the first place. So yeah, there's no point in going through all of that again. See you then! Right. You guys have seen this deal before, only this time we have the Star Ruby. You have Star Ruby? Give me Star Ruby, I let you pass. Okay. Okay, Giant. Oh, nom 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 nom. Crunch, crunch, crunch. There we go. Crunch munch. Nothing tastier than rubies. Yeah. How he walks over solid walls beats me, but okay. Thank you for going. That's kind of disgusting. But yeah. Yeah. We'll get through this. Take down that ogre. That ogre 283 damage. I mean, just wow. I mean, I already say often enough that I'm really impressed with the monk's damage, and that's why I chose him. But at the same time, 200 to 300 damage. Sometimes if you can do it right, even up to 400 or 500, this is ridiculous. And I mean, the monk will basically be one of the characters that carries you through the game. Anyways, what I'm doing here, these chests are actually relatively important for us. So after this, I'll probably just take a look at what we have in there. There we go. Great Axe, 620 gil, 450 gil. The money's okay, but it's the items that are in there that just say, hey, these are actually really good. This is good for the knight. And I mean, the knight was getting a little bit on the weaker end as far as physical damage, so the Great Axe is actually going to be really handy. And I mean, as you could probably see here, I'm going to fear them. Oh, fear goes first. I don't know how the agility works, and I mean, I'm sorry for that, but at the same time, just, yeah. We'll be seeing how the Great Axe works in our favor really soon here. So I'm going to come down to Cape, just after you defeat all these enemies. We'll just go through them quickly. But yeah, I want to demonstrate how great the Great Axe actually is for where we are in the game. Because it's not the best item, not at all. Yeah, 385. Wow, approaching 400 damage there with that monk, and approaching 200 with the knight, which is really good. We're still getting our 4 hits. There we go. That was a high damage roll. Man, almost 300 damage with the knight, almost 400 damage with the monk. We're gonna start just hurting some things. We're gonna start hitting like a truck and everything like that. Wow, 432? I didn't realize that you could do that much damage without the damage buffs as of where we are right now. So, this is really good. So right down here, we have this old hermit. Saying, who in the world is this hermit? Why does he even have a name in the game if he's not even that major of a character? Like, literally, this is the only reason you go to this cave, to this part of the region in the entire game. Is just for... Nope, it's just for the Sage's Cave. Let's go up here. I'm looking around, but I don't think that there's really anything in here, so it's not worth it. Let's go on to the Sage. Hey, nice place you got. But, unfortunately, hey. Oh, you defeated the vampire. How did you know? But he was only a servant. The beast corrupting the earth is further beneath. Alright, we got Deer Fraud, which basically allows us to go even deeper than before. So, once again, meet you back at the cave, and we'll go ahead and get to fighting the Lich. For you guys, it turns out that I actually missed some loot on the way down, so let's quickly take a look at what it is. Oh, leather shield, that's not a big deal. Some ogres, that's also not a big deal. We'll just crush them and move on our way. But they are annoying nonetheless. Oh, come on. I want to see what this other loot is. There we go. Alright. 575 gil. 5,000 gil. That's actually a really good amount. Because this is going to help us out a lot. And I think this is going to actually allow us to get the Knight's Armor, I think. Which was, if you remember last episode, was way too expensive for us. But now we should have enough money. And here we go with the Earth Elemental. Why do you have to trap the door? Why do you have to block the door? Tell me. Please, tell me. Alright, see you in a few. Alright, here we go. This is the stone slab that we had before. We can use the earth route on it. And the slab turns into a staircase. How weird. Anyway, continuing down, we have trolls. You're trolling me. If you notice, like, I don't normally run from battles. However, if you'll notice my white mage is extremely low on mana right now, and I'm wanting to conserve every drop that I can for the Lich fight that we have coming up. Yeah, okay. These things are annoying. I don't think I can run from this, so I'm probably just going to use Fira. And I mean, the Black Mage still has well over 200 mana, so I'm not really worried about using a Fira here or there. No, just attack. Fira, here we go. Boom. They just die, just instantly. Troll, go away, you're just trolling me. Piscadians. These things hurt now. And I think that something in the coding allows for them to get stronger as you progress through the game. But I'm not entirely sure, and they're dead anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. Okay. This is a bit of a weird ragtag crew. Goblin guards, a lizard, stuff like that. It's just kind of weird. But either way, what you want to do is just pretty much keep going left. Trolls. More trolls. You're trolling me. Get out, and get out. Okay. Let's see what's behind door number 1, I guess. A tent. Okay, that's good. A battle that's required. Oh boy. You know what? I'm actually gonna Firaga this. Yeah. Firaga, I love how it just explodes like that. Alright, Mithril Shield. That's actually really good. Let's see. Yeah. And we'll just do another Firaga. Firaga. There we go. Alright. We've actually got some good gear to use now. I'm probably gonna just potion up, I guess. I can't use the tent here, and that really bothered me. But yeah, there we go. The Mithril Shield is more powerful. I was right. So, yeah. I'm just gonna potion up here, and then we'll be able to continue on our way. Oh, really? Race, you're just in the way. There we go. I actually managed to run away. That was good because I had 2 members paralyzed, so that would have been bad otherwise. Okay, continuing on. I think the stairs have gotta be up here. I mean, if they're not, then that's just gonna be annoying. Ooh, and they are. Here we go. Cabin of Earth B5. Alright, here we go, guys. The Lich is just around the corner. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I can just take care of this fairly easily. Alright. Here we go. This is it, guys. Let's get ready to do this. I'm just gonna heal up, do everything to prepare. And oh boy, I'm nervous for this because our white mage has like no mana anymore and I had to use the Kiras. Let's get this done, guys. Alright, saved up. Let's go ahead and do this. Who speaks to me? And an orb transforms into this thing. I am he who feeds on the power of earth. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich! Yeah. So here we go, guys. First major boss. I'm going to start out with the basic pattern that you've seen. I'm actually going to do Protect. And I mean, I'm kind of unsure what exactly I'm going to do just because I am so low. I do want to use Haste, though. And man, that hurts. Alright, Protect. 62. Okay. Get Haste down on the monk. Okay, attack. Attack again. I'm gonna go for another protect. And get temper down. I have to get these damage buffs going. Ooh, Blizzard, that is gonna hurt. Oh, that hurts. Another one of those and I'll be dead. This is not looking good for us. For the home team, for anything. Oh. I have to use this Kira. And the monk has to keep going. I can lose the black mage, I think, but oh, what do I want to do here? Yeah, I'm just gonna Kira on the monk. Okay. Let's go. I've already done Hasten Temper, so yeah, let's go for Firaga. 16 hits, 508 damage. Wow. Okay. That is why we have to keep the monk in this, guys. Because you can see with the damage boost, this thing gets insane. Okay. Firaga, 272. Okay. Oh, really? That's it? Well, we did it. Okay. I expected the Lich to have more health than that, but I'm glad that we did it. Alright, now let's see what happens. We made it to the Earth Gem. We basically freed the Lich out, and I think we somewhat absorbed the power? Or the crystal absorbs our crystal? Not entirely sure. It's kind of unclear, but I know that something big is happening. We got the first Earth crystal, we made sure it was safe. The Earth is basically safe and isn't really going to rot at the same pace. Like, this is, for the most part, the same. But here's something interesting. This is basically unlocking the key to our first endgame dungeon. But, again, that's optional. And it's up to you guys whether or not you even want to see that in the first place. Ugh, tarantulas. Don't you just hate spiders? But after that, let's just get out. Fira, kill them all with fire. Burn all the spiders. There we go. Oh, and this thing, I'm glad this is here because it's a teleporter pad out. That is really helpful. First things first, I am going to start out with... Where is it? Do I want to use a cottage? No, I'm probably just going to use a tent because all I have to do is get back to Melmond. Whew! We did it though, guys! Alright, guys, we made it back to Melmond safe and sound. We healed up at the end. Everything is going good. We got the Lich down. But unfortunately, the damage is still done to the earth. Let's see. I know that there's something super expensive that we can get here. It's not going to be done this way. Where is it then? Okay. Yeah, there it is. It's the Knight's Armor. And yeah, as you can see, that's definitely going to be a defense boost. Everyone else is set except for the Knight's Armor. Alright, let's put that on. Our defense... Wow, our defense really went up. So that's really good for us. Okay, yeah. And sell a couple items here. Just to kind of get back some of the money that I just spent. But we should be pretty good now. Oh, our first major boss is down. We have the Knight's Armor. We're getting our really good rewards. So we are sitting really good right now, guys. Okay. Yeah. Let's just take a quick look around. See if there's anything else. Might want to just get some items. But yeah, I think that pretty much just wraps it up, guys. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Okay. There's nothing down here, right? Stop by my father's shop. Where is your father's shop? Who is your father? I don't know who your father is. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything else in Melmond. Alright. I think that we can actually go ahead, like after we've already gone through all of this, I think we can actually go ahead and just journey through the whole rest of the map. I'm not entirely sure where we're going next, but I think actually we should go like over here because that's like the next area that we need to go to. This is the area where we start getting into the water temple stuff. But we're also gonna go check out these islands right in here because this is something that's going to give us a huge power up through the rest of the game, and we're gonna need it. But that's probably not gonna be this episode. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I said, this is pretty big as a milestone for us. This is our first 5th episode, if that makes any sense. This has been really enjoyable here. It's a bit of a long episode, so I've had to kind of take the time to really size it down for you. But thank you guys for watching. I really hope you liked it. If you like it, leave a like, and if you really like it, feel free to subscribe. But thank you guys again for watching. This is Krazak, signing out. See ya!